So you want to play Genji? Well, welcome to never getting healed because you're always double jumping and slashing away from the damn healer. Well anyways, you might want to know a bit more about this character before you decide to pick him up. So let's get right on with Genji's lore. Genji Shimada, or more known as the Weeaboo Edgelord Ninja, is a 35-year-old ninja who is the youngest son of the master of the Shimada clan, so basically his dad. Genji excelled at and enjoyed his ninja training, but Genji was pursuing the playboy lifestyle. God damn, boy. Soon after his clan's leader's ultimate death, Genji's brother Hanzo demanded that Genji took a more active role in their late father's empire. Genji refused, obviously because he's a damn rebel. Enraging Hanzo, the tension between the two brothers built to a violent confrontation that left Genji on the verge of death. Basically, Hanzo believed that he had killed Genji, but he did not know that Mercy, or more known as Second Life Lady, had saved Genji's life because she saw potential change in him. Heck no, man. Overwatch offered to rebuild his body in exchange for his help, which is when he got a suit, which we see him with today. So in the damn game he has a suit. The suit enhanced Genji's natural speed and augmented his superlative ninja skills. That's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I think that Genji has one of the deepest lores in this game, only because his brother and him are in here, and he was supposed to be dead, but he's actually not dead. So let's get on with Genji's abilities. So let's start off with Cyber Agility, which is Genji's passive. Genji's passive allows him to climb up walls and double jump. Genji can double jump, climb up walls, and get another jump after he's climbed up a wall. So let's start off with Genji's shurikens. He has a left click, which is 3 shurikens thrown in a linear line, and his right click, which is Fan of Blades, where it shoots 3 shurikens in a fan formation. Keep in mind that when you use Genji's right click, the further that the shurikens go, the more they'll spread out, so it's easier to hit your target. Each individual shuriken does 28 damage. They travel at 47 meters per second. The rate of fire for his left click is 1 shot per second. As for the right click, it's 1.77 shots per second. You should use the right click more often than his left click, because you have a bigger chance of landing at least one of those shurikens than missing all 3. You should only use left click when an enemy is standing still, or if you're sure that you'll at least hit one of the shurikens. Next up, we have Genji's Deflect, or his E. Genji can deflect all projectiles that are in his line of sight. Let me make that clear. In his line of sight. If you can't see the enemy's bullets or his projectile, you won't be able to deflect it. So Genji's Deflect lasts for 2 seconds and it has a cooldown time of 8 seconds. To be the most effective with Genji's Deflect, you want to be aiming at an enemy to make sure that all bullets land and actually do damage to someone or something. So the next of Genji's abilities is Genji's Swift Strike. His Swift Strike deals 50 damage to an enemy. The movement speed is 35 meters per second and it has a cooldown time of 8 seconds. You guys should keep in mind that whenever you eliminate your enemy that you use the Swift Strike on, it will automatically reset the timer for it. So don't be afraid to use it as a final blow, or to maybe just use it to get a bit of damage, because even if you Swift Strike and then shoot with shurikens, it'll still reset the timer. So that's always a good thing. And last but not least, guys, we have Genji's ultimate, his Dragon Blade, or his Q. Dragon Blade deals 120 damage to an enemy. It has a 5 meter range, which is super crazy, a 6-second duration time, and also when you use Dragon Blade, your Swift Strike gets reset. So if you Swift Strike then Dragon Blade, it'll reset your Swift Strike, so you're able to Swift Strike again. And the same rules apply, so if you get an enemy kill with Swift Strike, or after you use Swift Strike on an enemy and you kill him with Dragon Blade, it'll reset the timer also. Now for some tricks that you can do with Genji. So this one's the oldest one in the book, honestly, guys. Like, almost everybody knows it. So you can throw shurikens and then cancel it with a melee, and you can cancel the melee with a Swift Strike. which is basically what Genji is known for, being able to burst out a lot of damage in a little amount of time. So for this next trick, guys, I'm gonna be putting you guys in a scenario. Say that a Junker ulti is coming towards you and there's no wall for you to climb up on. What are you gonna do? Well, this is when a Genji's out of trump cards basically. So you can look up in the air, double jump and swift strike, and it'll get you perfectly out of the range of his ulti and it will not hit you. So let's get right on with Genji's counter picks and his matchups. Genji does the strongest against Bastion, Mercy, Hanzo, and Widowmaker. Genji counters them the hardest because he's able to burst Widowmaker, Hanzo, and Mercy with one of his mini combos. He counters Bastion because, I mean, everybody knows that Genji counters Bastion, because if Bastion left clicks and Genji deflects, it's basically game over for the Bastion, honestly. Genji is weak against Winston, Zarya, and Mei. Genji gets countered by them because they don't have projectiles obviously, and like Mei's left click, her freeze gun basically goes through his deflect, and if he doesn't have shift up, he's basically screwed. He kind of gets countered by Zarya because of her left click, but he is able to deflect her right click, which is her like grenade bomb, whatever. And then obviously Winston's Tesla, he can't deflect it, and if he shifts out of it, if the Winston is smart, he can just shift towards him and just keep attacking him. So for some extras, guys, I want you guys to know that you can deflect some ultimates in this game, such as Zarya's Graviton Surge, Mei's Blizzard Storm, Reaper's Death Blossom, or anything that basically includes something being thrown or like a bullet. Also, you can deflect Reinhardt's ultimate, but it'll just make him fall down and not your team. And you can also deflect his hammer attack, and you can deflect melee attacks also, so just keep that in mind whenever you're playing. So guys, to basically summarize Genji and close this off, he is basically a agile ninja that can put out a lot of damage, but is also able to die really quickly due to his low health. That is also known as a glass cannon. He has a 3-star difficulty honestly because he is very ability reliant, because without his abilities he'd basically be almost nothing. So he can deflect all projectiles and bullets, but can not deflect non-projectile stuff obviously, like I said, like Mei, Zarya, and Winston. So yeah guys, this has been KDF, and I worked really hard in this video, so I would really like to get a thumbs up on this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.